Would you like to see cleaned up there?
We got to be more disruptive. I mean, we're allowing them to move around wherever they want to, and then we're not finishing plays with a box out. We've got to be disciplined through the entire possession.
Okay, Coach White, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So they did give up a lot of offensive rebounds to Liberty in the first half as Cloud slices her way into well on the offensive glass, which led to those second chance points. Pam Ward, Rebecca Lobo, and Christine Williamson joining you from another packed house here in Indianapolis.
And again, we saw in the first half with the double team down on Aaliyah Boston coming.
Trading day, leading the league in field goal percentage coming into this game, but only hit one of her 5 shots in the first half. Ionescu with the great take in the middle. Sabrina having another fine game against Indiana. She's got 19 at 23 against them in their first game. Clark, as Sabali came over to help Cloud on defense. Ionescu for 3.
What a great and efficient afternoon we've seen here from Indiana Fever as they turn the basketball over.
Sabrina has 3 threes. Mitchell has a cup out. Ionescu with the hot hand. That one was short. Over the backboard.
Yeah, I talked to Sabrina even before the start of the season, and she said that this team has a lot more confidence this season than they have in previous years because they know that they have the tools that they need to win a WNBA championship. So that confidence is shown when they're able to close these games, these close games like this one today.
Now a little bit of frustration because there's a lot of physicality between Sabrina Ionescu and the one who gets called for the foul.
The 10-0 New York run. Inside another beautiful pass. Seems like there's no daylight at all, but Mitchell couldn't finish it from Clark. Cloud coming out more aggressive here in the third quarter, draws the foul. And we should mention too that Tawana Bonner not available for Indiana, out, not here, dealing with some for Coach White the last couple of seasons in Connecticut. Stay tuned for our next WNBA broadcast. Next, see Cloud, one of the big pickups in the off season. Now in her 10th year out of St. Joseph's. 6th in the league in assists coming into this game. Trying to get it to Boston. That has not clicked so far. Stewie got it taken away by Clark, and it's off of Stewart, so Indiana basketball.
Good hustle by Caitlin Clark after the turnover to come back, get her hand on.
Clark through 3 defenders there momentarily. Now Mitchell trying to blow by. Everybody does and gets the foul.
Kelsey Mitchell with her burst of speed.
Huge drought, had not been to the playoffs since Tamika Catchings retired, but that changed last year. Mitchell's finally getting some overdue attention from fans around the country and some media folk. Sabali on the baseline, found by Ionescu. It was blocked by Boston. Clark looking for some options. Hull spots up for 3 and hits it.
The Indiana Fever look a little bit more physical to me defensively the last couple of possessions, and then they were able to get out and transition, get to their secondary. The good look for Hull.
Hull now into double figures. Stewie just being pestered out there by Hull, who's a really good perimeter defender. Hull finds Boston, who had some daylight finally. She gets the basket, and it's a run for Indiana of 7-0 that puts them back on top. Indiana looked to be comfortable in the fourth quarter last night, but The Thunder were able to come back and win it, traveling to Oklahoma City today. And Caitlin Clark witnessed her first loss yesterday. They had been 8-0 with her in the building, the Pacers, until last night. This run. Oh, that's a nice little fake by Boston.
Great ball fake and then take by Aaliyah Boston to get the defender leaning and then just drive the other way.
And then she made the defensive play to get the tie-up. Sabally missing 6 games because of a hurt knee, still working her way back. Caitlin gets hit on her way to the lane. Mitchell had just enough room to get the shot off, and she buried it. Now a 12-0 Fever run. Air ball for Sabally. Boston boards it. New York has missed 7 straight shots. Caitlin challenged Sabally and won it. New York doesn't have a lot of droughts. This is the top scoring team in the WNBA. Stewie gathered after a bobble and wisely threw it up. A basket of the second half for Caitlin, who had 25 points in the first half. Stewie back at the line. 0 for 2 in that trip. She had made her first 4 free throws in this game. Clark nails it. A 17-0 run. Biggest lead of the game for the Fever. Threes on the afternoon. A couple of hours before the game, trying to get in. Nesky turns the corner, and a nice play over there by Stephanie White. She's got some ups.
That's right. Sorts on the offensive end.
Cloud and Clark have had some nice confrontations, and they're going to get another foul on Cloud.
That was like a full court one-on-one drill.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark coming down, trying to get by Natasha Cloud.
That's now 4 personal fouls on Natasha Cloud. Cloud goes out, and Johannes comes in. Sabally will. The run is now 19-0 for Indiana. 12-point lead against New York here in this building back on May 24th, and ended up losing. Burke fouled by Mitchell.
So many switches and so much help.
WNBA national TV schedule tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Chicago's at Connecticut. Doubleheader Thursday on Amazon starts at 7 Eastern. And then .com for all of the action. It's on the Fisa Collier. Had another big day today, over 30 points.
Yeah, nice response for the Minnesota Lynx.
Them in New York as the only unbeaten. New York coming in 9-0 today. Nice points at the free throw line. Their first in over 4 minutes. Still a scoring drought from the field. Stewart with the height advantage over Colson, spins and scores.
I mean, it's incredible. And the degree of difficulty on so many of Breanna Stewart's mid-range finishes is high.
Colson left open, and she hits it! Sydney Colson with just her 5th 3 of the season. Ramirez Dantes. The run is 25-3. Make it 25-5 as Mitchell able to rid herself of Johannes, but couldn't get the roll. It's off of Stewie. Indiana hangs on to the ball, and it's an opportunity for fantastic. Kind of like a hockey line change. Off the inbounds. Hull couldn't convert. Johannes comes in and shoots and scores. Clark guarded by Stewart. Misfired, wants it back. They got it over into the corner. Cunningham coming back. Underneath. Ionescu. You could tell by the way she launched it. She had confidence that was going in, and indeed it did. So New York has now scored the last 8 points of this game. Season high. Colson right into the teeth of the defense and draws a foul.
And credit to
Colson, it's just the 4th free throw that she has taken. Indiana with a foul to give. Sably, tough shot. All thought she had her arms up in that vertical position, but she gets called for the foul. Ionescu, 1 of 2 in that trip. 28 points. Clark trying to split the defenders. Her turn to draw a foul. Aaliyah Boston is wired for sound this afternoon.
great basketball players have to be good communicators, especially on the back line of the defense. We saw and heard that from Aaliyah Boston throughout that wired.
Shot clock winding down now for Clark. All the way across the court to Hull. A little bit chancy. Ionescu from the logo. Tapped out. New York ends that quarter on a 9-2 run after trailing by as many as 16. And after trailing at the half for the first time all year, they find themselves down.
WNBA.
Pam Wood, Rebecca Lobo, and Christine Williamson joining you from Indianapolis, where the Liberty are trying to come from behind and keep their record perfect. The last unbeaten team left in the league. Ionescu roughed up out there by Colson. He picks up the foul. Stewart with another chance. The best angle.
The best angle.
So Brianna Stewart back at the line. Again, New York without Jonquel Jones. Missing her third straight game. They're hopeful to get her back for their next game. She's been dealing with a right ankle issue.
The Liberty has rebounded really well today without their best rebounder in Jonquel Jones on the floor.
Averaging a double-double. She and Angel Reese, the only two players in the league averaging a double-double coming into play today. That was rather telegraphed. And Caitlin Clark commits the foul. Keeps Stewie from getting another bucket. It's the third one. Stewie doing a really good job as usual to get to the free throw line. Diana Taurasi, the fastest players to 5,500 points. Excellent company. I wonder what Taurasi's doing in retirement.
I think she's hanging.
Watching this game, no doubt. Oh, bounce pass. And Howard was able to gather, but couldn't get it home.
When these teams met back in May, Indiana missed a lot of shots like that. Really good looking ones that are close to the rim.
And the runner goes in. It's a 14-2 New York run. New York had and trying to come back against the Fever for the second time in as many games as they played in the regular season. Trailed by 12 back in May and came back to win. Clark thunks it off the back, but Cunningham is able to rescue the possession. Shot clock winding down for Colson. A big three for Sydney. Her second of the game.
We saw the hard double team come from Johannes and the opportunity for the three.
Good double on Stewart as the shot clock winds down for Johannes. Long rebound taken by Ionescu, who got hit in the face by Cunningham, who was also chasing after the ball. So New York in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. Mitchell stepped in the way, has to beat Ionescu. Indiana's missed some opportunities in the paint this afternoon. Brianna Stewart also wearing a Mike Forrest this afternoon.
Are in constant communication with one another.
Sabrina Ionescu at the line. Remember, they are in the bonus for the rest of the game, and now Sabrina has 30 points. She has 30, Caitlin has 32. Austin trying to get out of that double team. A lot of trouble. Mitchell with the miss. Boston somehow able to grab it. And then Kelsey Mitchell with the huge shot from the corner. It's a long two. Was able to take advantage of the second chance. Ionescu turns it over. The lead now 5 for Indiana. Boston. Now here's Cloud. Ionescu blows by Cunningham. Clark comes over for what she... 7 for 8 in this game. She gets them both. Caitlin Clark now taking a rest. Boston being very physical with Sabali. Count it.
Aaliyah Boston uses
4 fouls on Sabali. 3-point play for Boston. Cloud shoots it over Boston's outstretched hand. Cloud has missed 7 of her 8 shots this afternoon. Averaging just under 10 points per game on the season coming in. Mitchell curls around and hits it. .14 for Mitchell. It's an 8-point lead. Timeout in Indiana. At one point in the first half, hit 3 of them in a row, had 3 threes within 38 seconds, and they were all from around the 30-foot range. It's fourth quarter. As we go under 5 minutes, New York in the bonus. Stewie, nope. Cunningham concedes and lets Boston gets the rebound. Caitlin Clark still on the bench, getting a little bit more rest. Boston. Mitchell. over. Brianna Stewart, the rainbow falls. Mitchell picking up her scoring here in the second half. This game, all of them with Caitlin Clark on the bench. Stewie, boarded by Cunningham. Inside 4 minutes, Caitlin Clark coming to the scorer's table to check in. Shot clock dying. Boston. Nope. Evan, with just over 3.5 minutes left to go, but Natasha Cloud will get New York right.
The possession, you get your points or try to, and you want to get them with day-to-day.
Does have 6 rebounds and 5 assists, but has missed 7 of her 8 shots, including all 4. 10-point advantage with 3.5 to go. Clock. Getting skinny with Stewart guarding Clark. Clark, a little hesitation, got the shot off, hit the rim, and then a foul on New York. The attempt to go for the...
Again, it's why you have referees, Pam Ward. Can't trust these players.
Oh, Leah Boston has a double-double. Her 10th point to go along with 10 rebounds. Also has 5. Gets the lead back up to 11. Boston told Mitchell to slow down and get it over to Clark. And then a perfect bounce pass with Hall working the baseline. An 11-1 run after New York chipped away at the lead. Boy, Stewart and Hall got tangled.
We're not showing a baby picture on the screen.
It is a shooter, as Caitlin Clark is, and it's ridiculous. I think she's an even better passer.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy, right? 7 of them here in the second half. But she will certainly take the win. Indiana trying to get back to 500 and hand New York its first loss of the season. Caitlin Wisely killing some more clock. And maybe the dagger. Kelsey Mitchell lighting it up here in the 4th quarter. And Indiana's knocking on the century mark and 2 minutes away from a win. Per game on average, that's tops in the league. They have not scored a field goal now in over 4 minutes, and they've given up 99 points to the Fever. And another fat. Four-game road trip to end June.
Sydney Brondello, though, telling us before the game, I like road trips.
Yeah.
Great chance for the team to bond. Bye.
The Fever will be one of the teams visiting during that stretch. Caitlin again! Three's been off in the second half, so she's stuck at 7, which ties her career high. Sobley left open. Rims out. New York has gone cold here in the 4th quarter. To beat Indiana here on May 24th, it will be a different story this afternoon. Cunningham coming back from an injury herself. Gets her first 3 of the day. Escu has been terrific for New York. Now, new season high for her, but Caitlin Clark coming out on fire. With 5 threes in the first half. Shooting 49% from 3 today. Indiana with 17 threes, 7 of them from Clark. shooting a little bit better from three. Caitlin Clark back in the league. And a huge win. Very emotional win for Indiana as they take it 102-88.
What an incredible return performance from Caitlin Clark. The 32 points, the stretch in the first half where she had 9 points in 38 seconds, and a difference in